This video brings an urgent warning that could save your life tonight. Something dangerous is approaching that most people don't know about. But you need to stay home and lock your doors. This isn't just another safety video. It's a divine alert about tonight's specific dangers. Forces are moving that threaten your safety and peace. But following this guidance will protect you completely. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you before sunset today. There's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch this warning. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could be the difference between safety and serious danger. Tonight, your protection depends on understanding why staying home with locked doors is absolutely critical. For the next 12 hours, this isn't ordinary safety advice. It's a divine alert about spiritual forces that become more active during certain dangerous periods like tonight. Heaven has been watching the spiritual atmosphere around you, noticing both peaceful times and threatening ones. Missing this particular warning could mean being exposed to harm that's already moving toward your area tonight. This message marks a limited time opportunity to take protective action before darkness falls and dangerous activities begin. God cares so deeply about your safety that He would be genuinely concerned if you failed to recognize this chance to protect yourself. That's why this warning found you today. Your attention to this video isn't random. It's a divinely planned moment designed to help you see dangers that are approaching your neighborhood but you might not have recognized. The protection you need is simple but absolutely essential. Stay home tonight and keep your doors locked until morning. Every uneasy feeling you've had lately about going out at night has been valid. Every moment of anxiety about your safety that seemed to come from nowhere has been a spiritual alert. All the times you've wondered if you were just being paranoid, yet stayed cautious anyway, show your protective instincts were working. Your concerns about safety haven't gone unnoticed by heaven. Those moments when others seemed comfortable going out, but something inside you felt uncertain. That was divine guidance trying to protect you. The times when your intuition warned you to stay home, even when you couldn't explain why. That wisdom was heaven sent. The effort it took to trust those protective feelings when everyone else seemed fearless has been deeply valued. The worries you've carried about neighborhood safety, sometimes feeling like you were overreacting, have all been acknowledged. Safety isn't always guaranteed, and warning signs aren't always obvious to everyone around you. The danger approaching tonight appears in spiritual warfare that manifests through physical threats to people who are unprepared. This threat shows up in increased criminal activity, accidents that seem random but follow spiritual patterns, and encounters with people who carry dark intentions. It emerges in neighborhoods where people feel safe during the day but become vulnerable after sunset. The danger tonight is uniquely connected to spiritual forces that target those who aren't spiritually protected or physically prepared. It connects directly to the uneasiness you've been feeling and the protective instincts that have been growing stronger. Heaven chose to reveal this particular warning because it speaks to your heart in language that concerned people understand. The window to take protective action closes at sunset when the most dangerous activities begin. When you follow this guidance to stay home and lock your doors, you'll experience peace knowing you made the right choice for tonight's safety. When you follow this divine guidance to stay home tonight, many anxious feelings you've had about safety will suddenly make perfect sense. Unexplained worries about going out, random concerns about your neighborhood, and spiritual nudges to stay inside will all connect in a moment of divine clarity. Heaven has wonderful protection for you tonight. Your spiritual discernment about danger is growing stronger, and important safety measures are becoming available to you now. The divine has noticed your careful attention to safety, and now you've been chosen to receive this special protective warning. This moment marks something significant in your relationship with divine protection. It's a clear indication that your protective instincts are heaven guided, and growing more accurate every day. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your spiritual safety. Far deeper protection than you might have imagined possible. The recognition of this warning begins a spiritual awakening about divine protection that will touch every area of your safety consciousness. There's a wave of heavenly protection surrounding you right now. You're becoming more spiritually attuned to dangers, naturally drawing divine warnings into your daily awareness. Following this guidance about staying home tonight brings heightened awareness of God's protection in even the smallest safety decisions. More spiritual insights about staying safe will begin flowing to you than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully arranged blessing designed specifically for tonight's dangerous period. Your prayers for protection matter more than you realize. Your spiritual sensitivity about safety inspires heaven to reveal dangers before they reach you. Your faith makes a difference in the protective atmosphere around your home and family. This divine warning shows that God deeply values your willingness to trust His protective guidance. Each safe choice you've made, even when the danger wasn't obvious, has developed your ability to receive this critical warning now. Heaven delights when you recognize and respond to protective guidance. The timing of this warning is no coincidence. It comes now because tonight brings a particularly dangerous spiritual period that requires your attention. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown in faith and safety discernment. Your spiritual eyes are now open enough to see dangers that might have been invisible to you before. Your wisdom about personal protection has deepened through experience. Your soul is now prepared to receive this divine warning more clearly than ever before. All the safety concerns you've wrestled with have been preparation for recognizing tonight's specific danger. Nothing in your journey of learning to stay safe has been wasted. Every protective instinct has shaped your ability to recognize warning signs when they appear. This particular warning about tonight is connected to larger spiritual warfare happening in many communities right now. God is revealing similar protective guidance to those who are spiritually alert and ready to take safety seriously tonight. If you're feeling grateful for this protective warning about tonight's dangers, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these important safety messages. Your generosity helps these divine warnings reach those who desperately need protection tonight. When you give, you participate in a sacred exchange that allows us to continue creating content that keeps people safe through heaven's protective guidance. As you begin to recognize this warning about tonight's dangers, new protective authority will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision about safety brings new responsibilities, not just to protect yourself, but to help everyone in your circle who might be unaware of tonight's risks. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in God's work of protection. This revelation signals it's time to step into spiritual maturity. As a safety guardian in your community, finding balance becomes essential during dangerous times like tonight. While following this specific guidance to stay home and lock your doors, remember to nurture your practical faith through prayer and vigilance. These spiritual disciplines have shaped who you are as a protector and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role. God is inviting you to become more than just a receiver of warnings, but a person who helps others recognize danger signs too. As you become sensitive to this divine warning about tonight's dangers, think about how you can help others who might be missing similar safety signals. Your experience shows that God is constantly communicating protective warnings, even when people fail to notice them. Heaven witnesses every moment when someone recognizes danger before it strikes. Your story of receiving this warning brings hope to people feeling anxious about safety or wondering if God still protects people today. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop eyes to see the dangers God is revealing around them. This warning about tonight isn't meant to be private information. It's an invitation to help others experience the same divine protection. God often works through those who have recently recognized His warnings to help awaken others who are still missing important safety signals. Your newfound awareness serves as both personal protection and community ministry opportunity to keep your neighborhood safer through sharing divine guidance. As you navigate this new level of safety awareness, stay consistently alert for future warning signs about dangerous periods. God reminds you that while recognizing tonight's warning is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of divine protection through spiritual discernment. Maintain the safety sensitivity that allowed you to see this warning about tonight. In the first place, guard against returning to carelessness that made you miss important safety signals in the past. Let your protective awareness continue to flow from genuine faith and daily attention to God's guidance about your security. With this new ability to recognize dangerous periods comes ongoing responsibility to remain watchful for your safety and your family's safety. Use this gift wisely to discern true divine warnings from ordinary worry or media-driven fear. Not every concern is a divine alert, but God will make truly important safety warnings unmistakable. Embrace this journey of divine protection with both humility and confidence, showing others that recognizing God's warnings comes from staying connected to Him daily through prayer and spiritual awareness. Picture a future where you consistently recognize God's warnings about dangerous periods before they affect you. Imagine divine protection surrounding your home, spiritual alerts arriving precisely when you need them, and your understanding of heaven's safety communication expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. God stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of divine protection with complete trust. This is truly your moment to experience deeper connection with heaven through recognizing protective warnings like tonight's guidance to stay home. This marks the beginning of a time when your safety instincts, wisdom, and heart will be more aligned with heaven than ever before. Accept this blessing with gratitude and remember that you're surrounded by divine support on this journey of staying protected. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience God's guidance through warning signs that will become increasingly clear to your spiritually aware mind. What peace awaits as you learn to read the divine language of protection all around you every day and night. If this protective message has awakened something in your heart about divine safety, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful spiritual exchange and allows us to continue sharing these divine warnings with people who need protection most. Your generosity helps fund our mission to help others recognize the safety signs God is revealing in these dangerous times. If you're ready to acknowledge that you're staying home tonight and locking your doors, type 888 in the comments below as your declaration of protective obedience. The time for taking protective action is now. You must be home with locked doors before sunset to receive full divine protection tonight. As you step into this safety awareness, stay grounded in prayer that keeps your discernment sharp about future dangers. Every warning sign you recognize could be the exact information someone else has been waiting to see about their own safety. Your growing spiritual sensitivity about protection serves as inspiration for others wondering if God still warns people about danger today. Move forward with an alert mind, a prepared heart, and a responsive spirit ready to take action when divine guidance comes. The spiritual language of protection has always been part of how God cares for those who love Him. By choosing to pay attention to these safety warnings, you join a long tradition of faithful people who have learned to recognize His protective voice in everything around them. Tonight, your obedience to stay home and lock your doors proves your wisdom in trusting divine guidance for your protection and peace.